onye kpata nkwa arụrụ si ngwele bịa tụọ onye ava. In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right? Good.
That is Yul Edochie's father, a veteran actor, a living legend, not until his son, Yul, decided to drag his father's leg out and open it wide for the whole world to see. And he's still doing it till date. It is so sad, such a pity. For those who do not know the manner and the expression of Peter Edochie, well, he's a man who is vast in wise words, proverbs, and he has dropped one of it right now. It is true, everyone knows this, that Yul Edochie ridiculed his family, mocked his family, and he's not ready to give up. He's not ready to stop. The words you heard from Peter Edochie, is it not true? When you decide to roll with the pigs, you will definitely soil yourself. If you decide to bring to your home a ant-infested stick or firewood or object, of course, you should be expecting lizards. You should be expecting all manners of crawling and creeping, whatever it is, visiting you. And this is exactly what is happening to Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie decided to lay with an infested firewood, lay and roll with a pig. And this is exactly what it is. And after a while, having looked at it properly, we also realize that Yul Edochie himself is comfortable. He is more or less happy. He is at home. He feels relaxed in his habitat. This is his domain. This is who he is. He felt so uncomfortable he couldn't cope with the civilized and well-cultured and high-taste manner of me. He couldn't cope with such decency. He couldn't cope with such way of life. He needed someone who behaves like a pig like himself. And eventually, he decided to hook up. He decided to land and roll with Juju Austin. And as you can see, both of them are happily married. On social media, they are there showcasing what they are all about. That's just what it is. It's as simple as ABC. He, as a little pig, decided to roll with a bigger pig. And both of them are squishing themselves here and there. Such a disgrace. There is nobody apart from Satan Martins that has applauded or said anything positive or meaningful about this terrible union. Like I've said, I am not trying to speak low or break up or say something nasty about polygamy. No. Polygamy has existed before Yul Edochie. There are those that polygamy works for. Polygamy has existed. It can be found in both Judaism and it can be found in Islam. It can be found in the Bible of the Christians, and you will find such practices among Muslims. If you go to Africa or you go to certain parts of Europe or even in the United States, you'll find some group of people that are involved in polygamy. It is not about the polygamy. If polygamy works for you, if polygamy is your journey, if you believe you have the ability financially, emotionally, spiritually to handle polygamy, that is your pathway. Deal with it. Whatever comes out of it, deal with it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the manner at which Yul Edochie went about it. He was so loud, arrogant. He spoke like a man who is so selfish and greedy. He spoke like a man who is insensitive. He spoke like a man that has no sense. This is what we saw. And to now make matters worse, having gone behind to pay the so-called bride price, which was done with some rented uncles that are hungry. After doing all of this, he posted it or someone posted it or whatever and he came online to advertise his stupidity. And that was when May got to realize that behind the scene, a woman is pregnant, allegedly, for her husband. A child has been born, and her husband has gone behind to rent some hungry uncles to pay the so-called traditional bride price and all of that. This is what prompted a lot of us to look into it. Like, okay, probably he's afraid or he's worried. But this man came up on social media in front of us and he started ranting, started saying all manners of blackadash, talking rubbish, saying things about Solomon and talking about how polygamy is a blessing and not thinking about the woman that you want to be involved in polygamy with. Have you spoken to May? Has she agreed? Or she found out on social media and you want to now come to speak to her privately? It doesn't make sense. When the first pregnancy thing happened and the baby's born, you should have gone to meet her and called her or do a family meeting or something. You should have done something rather than coming on social media to announce it. It shows how immature, insensitive, and wicked you are. But we've all been requesting to know the opinion of his father. And now his father has dropped a loud but cryptic wise word, proverb. When you decide to lay with pigs, when you decide to bring to yourself infested items, be ready for the consequences of it. Be ready for what comes along with it. And this exactly is what it is. Just imagine how long this has been on social media. There is no one that has applauded him. There is no one that has congratulated him. There is no one. He knows that he has gone into. We should just be watchful in life. We should not allow greed and any of these things take over us. Just imagine a person that has done so much in the industry for himself and pursued his career to a point, and with the help of his father, he has gotten to where he is, and all of a sudden, he decides to throw all of this out on the street. He decides to step on it. Look at what it is. Look at what it is. Look at it. He has decided to ridicule, finish himself. No one wants to call him for endorsement. No one wants him as brand ambassador. Nobody wants to call him to direct any movie. Nobody wants him to be part of any movie. He's not part of any blockbuster. We can't find him on any important or no streaming platform. Nothing. His streaming platform is now his Facebook account, where himself and his wife, Judy Austin, mock themselves, embarrass themselves, fool themselves. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this one. His father has spoken. Yes, his father has spoken. His father has dropped the bombshell that we have all been waiting for. He dropped it. He is making everyone realize that his son, Edochie, acted improper, acted stupidly, foolishly, greedy, selfish, insensitive, went to pick a wood that is infested. And that wood definitely will attract all that is happening to him. It's a lesson for everyone to learn from. Like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Turn on the notification bell. Use the thanks button. See you in the next update.